What's up, guys? I got my latest Aliexpress custom ordered guitar just delivered literally minutes ago. I'm gonna unbox it right now and take a look at it for the very first time right in front of you guys. Hey guys, some of you might remember just a few weeks ago I uploaded a video talking about this guitar and about how they messed up the neck, how I ordered the neck with no finish on it, and when they were done with the guitar and they showed me the pictures, I could see that the neck was covered in high gloss. And then they tried sanding off the high gloss on all parts of the neck except on the fretboard, and then asked me like, okay, is this acceptable now? And of course I said no. And so finally they ended up just making an all new neck, I think. I'm gonna take a look. Hopefully it's got the right neck. It's got everything. You never know with these things, right? Every time I order an AliExpress guitar, it's like, what's gonna be wrong? What's gonna be messed up? Can I fix it? Can I still make it into like a totally awesome guitar? And for the most part, that's been a yes. I have been able to do that. All right, guys, I'm dying to take a look at this thing. So I'm gonna go in the other room and cut this thing open and pull the guitar out, and then I will bring it back and show it to you guys and look at it and see what we think about it. I'll be right back. And I'm back! Yeah, I think they did a pretty good job on it. So the neck, it's unfinished the way I requested. There's absolutely no finish on the back of the neck, on the fretboard, on the headstock, nothing. I will be putting a tung oil finish on the neck, so that's all good. And it looks like they did a good job of like getting the dimensions as far as the thickness of the neck profile, the thickness of the nut, everything that I requested. It looks like they got that right, so that's good news. And I did ask them to like put the biggest frets that they have, because you guys know I like the big jumbo frets, and they look pretty big size. Maybe not quite exactly the same size as the Dunlop 6100s that I like, but they're definitely not the small frets. So the finish is really nice. It's got the quilted maple top. It's a veneer, but that's fine. It looks really good. The body is supposed to be alder. It's kind of hard to tell though. I mean, I paid like 30 bucks extra for an alder body, so I hope it's alder. And the bridge, this is not like a Chinese copy. This is a made in Korea Wilkinson trem bridge, and I had to pay a little bit extra for that too. And you will notice on the headstock it says Charvel. So a little bit of backstory on that. Now this is kind of like a copy of the PC3, which was a Jackson guitar, which was like the cheaper version of the PC1, the Phil Collins guitar. So like 20 years back they had a cheaper version that was made in Japan called the PC3 with basically like this setup. And it did not have the Fender headstock because this was pre-Fender, before Fender bought Charvel. So it had that other headstock and it said Jackson on the headstock. So when I first ordered this, I told them, you know, no logo. I didn't want the Jackson logo on there, just no logo. And then after all the issues with the neck, and then the neck was taking forever and it still wasn't done, I was like, hey, since you're still not done with the neck, can you put the Charvel logo on there for me? And he's like, yeah, sure, we can do that. And I showed him a picture of my Charvel guitar, the headstock, the logo, and I said, yeah, like that. And he's like, yep, okay. Well, if you look closely, I don't know if you guys can see that very closely, but look at the end of the logo. You can see the little headstock there at the end of the word Charvel, and it's got like the pointy headstock. Yeah, it's not supposed to look like that. That's not what the modern Charvel logo looks like, or the original Charvel logo for that matter. This is the logo that they used on the model series Charvels way back in the 80s that were made in Japan. So looking at that, I can't quite decide what I'm gonna do with that. Like, will I sand it off and put on the correct logo? Because I have a water slide Charvel logo that I could put on there and then spray over it. Will I just leave it on there like that? Because it's actually kind of cool and kind of different, because how often do you see like Strat head Charvels with that logo on it these days? Like, never. And I know it's not a real Charvel anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And actually, that kind of leads to the next thing. Like, nobody's going to believe this is a real current new Charvel because the logo is not right. And that's a good thing, because I would never try to pass this off like as a real Charvel anyway. So Oh, why put the logo on there, dude? Because I wanted to. Simple as that. Alright, so bottom line, guys, I'm pretty happy with the results so far, but that's just looking at it. You know, I still have to do the setup, plug it in, see if I can get the action good. I need to check out the frets and see, like, are they really uneven? Do I need to do a fret level? Are they pretty close? We'll see. I need to check all that. Complete setup. See how shred worthy I can get it. For sure, I'm gonna have to change the nut because it's just got this like cheap, crappy plastic nut. So I'll change that probably to a black Tusk XL nut and it'll be a lot better. So I will be back in the near future with another follow-up video on this where it's all set up and I'll play a new song on it, I'll shred on it, and I'll give you guys my final thoughts. Alright guys, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.